Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you further trig identities. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, express cos of 3x in terms of x. So first of all, we know that cos of 3x is the same as cos of 2x plus x because 2x plus x is 3x. So let me just write this down. So that is equal to cos of 2x plus x or cos of x plus 2x. Doesn't matter how you write. So first of all, we need to know the trig identity first. So we know that cos of a plus b, so that will give me cos of a times cos of b, so equal cos of a times cos of b, and because of a plus b, so therefore for cos we do opposite side, so minus sine of a and times sine of b. And we know that 2x is a and x is b. So therefore, we just need to replace a with 2x. Okay, so this is 2x and 2x. And this one here, and x, we replace with b. So now we know that cos of a, so that means is equal to cos of 2x. And we times cos of b. Now b is x. So times cos of x. And we minus sine of a. And a is 2x. So we minus sine of 2x. And then times sine of b. And b is x. So sine of x. So there you go. But then we need to express in terms of x. So we still have cos of 2x and sine of 2x. So what we need to do is we need to express cos of 2x in terms of x and sine of 2x in terms of x. So let me just start with cos of 2x first. So we know cos of 2x is cos of x plus x. Now in this case, x is a and b also equal to x because x plus x, right? So a plus b is same as x plus x in this case. So therefore a and b, they both are x. So now cos of a, which is cos of x. And then times cos of b, b also equal to x. So times cos of x again. Minus sine of a, so a is x. So sine of x. And times sine of b, b also equal to x. So we sine of x. So now cos x times cos x is cos square of x. So cos square of x. And minus sine times sine is sine square. So we have sine square of x. So that is cos of 2x. So we know that cos of 2x is equal to this. So what I need to do is I just write it out. But because times by cos x, so more than one term, we need to open and close the brackets. So that will give me cos square of x minus sine square of x. And brackets with times cos of x. So there you go. Now we need to expand sine of 2x in terms of x. And we know that sine of a plus b, so that will give me sine of a cos of b and plus because it's a plus b. So for sine, we add as well. And becomes cos of a sine of b. And we have sine of 2x. So sine of 2x is equal to sine of x plus x. Because x plus x is 2x. So this means that a is x and b is also equal to x. So sine of a, that is sine of x. Cos of b, that is cos of x. And cos of a is x and b also x. So this is equal to sine of x. So I just replace a is x and b also x. So sine x cos of x. We add cos of x sine of x. And don't forget, sine x times cos x is exactly the same as cos x times sine x. It's just like a times b is exactly the same as b times a. So now I can just collect like terms. So therefore, this will give me 2 lots of sine of x times cos of x, or 2 lots of cos x sine x. It's the same thing, okay? So now what we do, we just replace sine of 2x with 2 sine x cos x. So I just write this down. So sine of 2x is equal to 2 sine of x cos of x. And don't forget, we need to times sine of x. So there you go. So now what I need to do is I need to expand the brackets and then we simplify if possible. Okay, so what I mean is I need to expand this one. So therefore, cos of x times cos square of x is cos to the power 3 of x. So cos cube of x. And then we have cos x times negative sine square of x. So that becomes cos x sine square of x. But is minus. So that becomes cos of x sine square of x. Or you can write sine square of x, cos of x. But we just write increasing power. That's all. So it just looks simpler. So now this one here minus. So we have sine x times sine x. So that becomes sine square of x. So then becomes 2 cos x sine square of x. So 2 cos x sine square of x. Now we have like terms here. See, this is like terms with this one. So now minus 1 minus 2 is minus negative 3, if you like. So we collect like terms. So it becomes cos power 3 of x minus 3 cos of x sine power 2 of x. So there you go. So now this is in term of x. And please note that cos power 3 of x, 3 cos x sine square of x. So this is in term of x. Okay. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How do you go? So let me go through it with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So first of all, we need to know the trig identity first. So we know that 3x is equal to 2x plus x or x plus 2x. Doesn't matter which one you go first, okay? But let me just write out the rule first. So we have sine of a plus b. So that will give me sine of a and times cos of b. And because of the plus, a plus b, so therefore for sine is plus as well. So then that is cos of a and then times sine of b. But in this case here, sine of 3x. So sine of 3x is exactly the same as, let me write this down here, sine of 2x plus x. Because 2x plus x is 3x. So now what we need to do is we know that this is 2x is a, x is b. So now we're just replacing this with 2x and this is x and 2x and x. So that's what that meant, okay? So that is becomes sine of 2x cos of x plus cos of 2x sine of x, just using the rule. So let me just write this down. So that would give me sine of a, that is 2x times cos of b, which is x, because b is equal to x. Then we add cos of a, so a is 2x, so that is cos of 2x times by sine of b, which is x, b is x. There you go. But then we still have 2x here and here. But we need to write in terms of x, so therefore we need to expand further. So sine of 2x, so we know that x is a, and then b also x, because x plus x is 2x. So let me just write this down here. So sine of 2x is x plus x. So therefore, this is a, this is b. So therefore, sine A, which is sine x, times cos B, B also equal to x, so cos of x. And then we add cos A, but A is x, so plus cos of A, which is x, and then times by sine of B, and B is also equal to x. So now we can see there are like terms because sine x times cos x, then this is cos x times sine x, and they are the same. A times B is equal to B times A. So we just collect like terms. So therefore, this is equal to 2 lots of sine x cos x. So keep that in mind. So let me just write this down. So this is equal to 2 sine x. This is equal to that. Okay, so let me just replace that or substitute if you like. So that give me 2 sine of x cos of x. And then times by cos of x. And then we add. So we need to expand this further because this is 2x. So we need to write in terms of x. So cos of 2x. So let me just write in here. So cos of 2x, which is x plus x. So that will give me, so the rule is this. We have cos of A plus B. So this will give me cos of A cos of angle B because of this plus. So therefore, we minus, okay? Keep that in mind, sine of A and sine of B. But then don't forget, and this is A and this is B. So therefore, this is just like X and X, X and X, if you like. So therefore, that becomes cos X times cos X. So that is cos of A, which is X, times cos of B, which is also X, minus sine of A, and A is X. So sine of X. And times sine of B. B is also X, so which is times by sine of X. And we can just simplify a bit further because cos X times cos X is cos square of X. So cos of square of X minus sine times sine is sine square of cos of X. So now cos of 2x is equal to this. So what I do now is this term here is equal to this. Okay, so don't forget. So now I just need to write it out. So that will give me cos square of x minus sine square of x. And don't forget, more than one term, we need to open and close bracket and times by sine of x. So that is sine of x. So let me just clear this first. So there you go. So what I do, I just need to expand and simplify a bit further. So this one will give me, so 2 sine of x. So cos x, we times by cos x, which is cos square of x. And for this term here, which is expand, so that will plus, so that is sine of x cos square of x. And this term together minus sine power 3 of x. So now we just need to collect like terms if there is any. So we have these two are like terms because 2 sine x cos square of x and plus sine x cos square of x. So we just collect like term. So that will give me 3 sine of x cos square of x. And then we minus sine power 3 of x. So there you go. I hope you got it correct. Last one. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? So let me go through it with you, okay? So first of all, we know that tan of 3x is exactly the same as tan of 2x plus x because 3x is equal to 2x plus x. So let me just write this down. So that gives me tan of 2x plus x. And we know that tan of A plus B, that will give me tan of A, and because it's plus, so we have a plus here, and then tan of B. over, so 1, because it's a plus on numerator, they're always opposite with the denominator, okay? If it's plus, we have a minus. If it's minus, it's a plus, okay? That's how you remember. And 10 of A times 10 of B. So now we know that A is 2x and B is x. So 10A plus 10B is exactly the same as 10 of 2x plus 10 of x. So that is equal to 10 of A, which is 2x, and plus 10 of B. B is x. And over 1 minus 10 of A. A is 2x. So therefore 10 of 2x. And then times by 10 of B. But B is x, so 10 of x. So there you go. But then this is in terms of 2x here. So we need to expand it further because we want in terms of x. So therefore, let me work out 10 of 2x. So 10 of 2x, let me just write here. 10 of 2x is equal to 10 of x plus x. So let me just write x plus x here. So x plus x. So that will give me now A and B, because A and B, so both are x, so A is x, B is x. So 10 of A plus 10 of B is 10 of x plus 10 of x. So that is equal to 10 of x, we add 10 of x. And over 1 minus and 10 of A times 10 of B. So 10 of A is x. So we just write 10 of x and times 10 of x. Let me simplify this a bit further. So 10 of x plus 10 of x is equal to 2 10 of x. 2 10 of x over 1. So 10 of x times 10 of x is 10 square of x. So 10 square of x. So let me just write this down. So that will give me, so this term here is this, okay? So because this is 10 of 2x. So that will give me 2 10 of x over 1 minus 10 square of x. And we add 10 of x. Over 1 minus, let me just write equal here. And 10 of 2x, of course, well, let me just write it out. That will give me 2 10 of x over 1 minus 10 square of x. And don't forget, we times by 10 of x. So that times by 10 of x. So we need to simplify a little bit further. So let me just move this up. Now to simplify this, so what I do, I times the numerator, this term here, by 1 minus 10 of x squared. And the denominator, I do exactly the same, okay? Because I want to get rid of 1 minus 10 square of x. So let me just rewrite this because I want to simplify this a little bit further. So let's get into it. So that will give me the numerator. I just copied that out. We add over. So 1 minus, so we have 2 10 of x times 10 of x is 2 10 square of x. So 2 10 square of x over 1 minus 10 square of x. So the numerator, which is the whole top here, we times by the 1 minus 10 square of x. So bracket 1 minus 10 square of x, because we want to get rid of it, okay? So that's why we do opposite. Of course, I need to do the same thing down the denominator. So we just bracket, don't forget. So 1 minus 10 square of x. So if you think about it, okay, this term here, we time with this. So this you can cancel with this. And then this term, we time with this. So what we do, we just write it out. Okay, let me just write it out first. So the numerator is exactly the same as this. Let me just write this down. Because this term, it cancel out when I times it in. So that will give me 2 10 of x. And this time together, I just write it out. So plus 10 of x brackets 1 minus 10 square of x. So there you go. That is the numerator. Over. Now the denominator, we go this time by 1. Okay, so this term. So that is exactly the same. 1 minus 10 square of x. So now we just times this term with this. So therefore, we can cancel this term with this term. Because it's timed together, we can cancel it. So that will equal to minus 2 10 square of x. So don't forget these are brackets. So now what I do, I just expand the numerator and simplify, okay, for both numerator and denominator, and it should give us the answer. So let me move this up. So this will give me 2 10 of x plus, so this time this, so give me 10 of x. And this time here become minus 10 plus 3x. Over, so we have minus 10 square of x and minus 2 10 square of x. So we just collect like terms. So that becomes 1 minus 3 10 square of x. So then the numerator we can simplify further because these are like terms. So we just add them up. So that will give me 3 10 of x minus 10 plus 3x. Now over 1 minus 3 10 plus 2 of x. So there you go. And I hope you got it correct. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.